And so when we seemed to be walking an extraordinarily long distance. I mean, he never usually walked this far down the beach. And at a certain point, I saw him finally go like this. Now, I was on this side of him, and he had turned this way and went like this. And so I turned to look to see who was coming, and there was nobody. But in the distance, there was the statue of Gandhi with his stick standing there. Prabhupada had walked this entire distance to get down there to offer some respect to this statue of Gandhi. At least as I had perceived, because there was nobody there. And he had turned to go like this. And everyone was looking to see what he was doing. Now, nobody else had been with me the night before, so it dawned on me why he had done what he did. I knew why. Nobody else knew. So then we turned around and we walked back, and some other people came. And by divine arrangement, someone started talking about Gandhi. And Prabhupada turns to him and he said, "What is this idea of Gandhi? This is all nonsense. Gandhi is this and that." And then on and on and on. And then he turned and he looked at me and he smiled. And I thought, this is a little secret that he had shared with me. I felt so honored. But at the same time, he's letting me know, you have to know what to say and when to say it and how to say it in order to preach this philosophy. And so he was letting me know that. He was showing me that. Because he knew that I knew what was going on when he did what he did that morning and from the night before. But he wanted me to also be aware how to preach.
For the Chaitanya Charitamrita marathon, we asked him maybe 1,000 questions, many, many letters. Not only letters, but because Prabhupada was traveling around the world, and you have a 2-month marathon, and each book has to come out in a week. You can't start writing to India and wait for the letters back. So sometimes Ramaswara would call in the questions and ask Paramahamsa Swami, who was Prabhupada's secretary. He would ask Prabhupada the questions, call Ramaswara back, and then Ramaswara would bring the messages back to us. Sometimes I would write the questions in my handwriting, and somebody would be going to India, like Nitai would be going to India to bring one of the volumes to show Prabhupada that it was already published. And then Prabhupada would give the answers, and they would write a 1 or 2 word answer in between my handwritten lines. And that would come back by another devotee who had just come back from India. So everything was going very fast. And we'd ask him maybe 1,000 questions at that time. But now in '69, we asked some questions for each painting. So Prabhupada was very encouraging, and he said, if you discuss it amongst yourselves and use your discretion, that will be better than asking me. In the same letter, he answered one of our questions to show that asking Prabhupada is better than using our own discretion. And that is, we were doing the painting of Krishna fighting with Jambavan. Now in the Krishna book, Jambavan is addressed as the king of the gorillas and also as Riksharaj, which means king of the bears. So the question was, is Jambavan a gorilla or a bear? And Prabhupada answered back that he's neither a gorilla nor a bear. Just like somebody may be named Krishnadas or Krishna, but that doesn't mean that he's Krishna. So he may be called the king of the bears or gorillas, but that doesn't mean he's a gorilla. Otherwise, how could his daughter Jambavati have been beautiful enough to become Krishna's wife? Then he said he was like a big, strong man of your country. So in this way we got further instructions about Krishna consciousness through Krishna consciousness also in our knowledge that we're fully dependent on Prabhupada to know anything.